And with many months to go before President-elect Trump officially takes office, we're learning more about one of his advisors who has direct ties here to the Ocean State.
Lieutenant General Michael Flynn is a retired intelligence officer who has appeared at the Republican National Convention and introduced Trump at several campaign appearances. Tonight we're learning more about his Rhode Island roots and what role he could play in the Trump administration.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado spoke to Flynn. She joins us now live with more from our control room. Steph?
Well, I spoke to Lieutenant General Flynn from New York this evening shortly after he left Trump Tower. He is from Middletown, Rhode Island, has been a close advisor to Donald Trump throughout this campaign. He says he'll consider any job that Donald Trump offers him in his administration, but his goal here was to get him elected. Retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn was on the short list for Donald Trump's vice president, and the Rhode Island native is now widely considered in the running for a position in Trump's administration, such as defense secretary or national security advisor. Would you say yes?
I'd have to give it some thought. I really would. I mean, it would have to be a conversation that we'd have to have for the right reasons.
I spoke to Flynn by phone less than 24 hours after Trump was declared the winner. He says winning the election was his main goal.
There's a lot of things to do and a lot of different ways to serve. And I didn't come into this thing to get a job.
Flynn was a close national security advisor during the campaign with a fiery speech at the Republican National Convention.
She put our nation's security at extremely high risk with her careless use of a private email server.
The Rhode Islander tells me he still considers himself a Democrat, but was staunchly opposed to Hillary Clinton. That's partly why he joined Trump's movement. He served as director of the Defense Intelligence Agency under President Obama, but says he was let go in 2014 because of differences over how to tackle radical Islamic extremists.
We need to strengthen our military quite a bit. And that's going to be one of the priorities of a Trump administration.
And Flynn tells me he'll be meeting with President-elect Trump tomorrow morning in New York before Trump heads to D.C. to meet with President Obama. Live in the control room, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.